So welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 22 of Ignite. Yeah, it's been really nice. Really nice to steadily re-emerge or reconnect or, find strength and length in our bodies. So that's what I'm going to continue doing today. There's a trick. So if you see higher than the screen, it means we're going to stand up. If you can only see the screen, it means we're going to stay on the floor. So we're staying on the floor today. So come lie on your back to begin with, and we shall rock and roll and connect. Come. So lying on your back, your knees are bent. Your feet are flat on the floor. Just checking in, finding the floor beneath you. Really deepening into a sense of awareness of this moment in your body. Nice. Widen your arms out and then begin to rock your knees from side to side. I always think there's entry points into movement. It's like the front door of your house. Or the side door or the window or the patio. So we have different ways of entering into movement, into connection. And rocking your knees from side to side is pretty damn good. So just rock your knees from side to side and just get a sense of the three-dimensionality of your body. And that you moving on the floor, moving in space. Nice. Come back to center. Or rock into an arch of your lower back and then a flattening down. An arch of your lower back and a flattening down. Nice. Arching. And the next time that you flatten down, pause on the flattening and feel how there's a solidness between your lower back and the floor, and you're drawing your abdominal muscles backwards. So keep that sensation of the contact with the floor. Arms are long beside you. I'm going to push my fingertips into the floor and then draw your right knee up onto your chest, and then keep that contact with the floor. Lengthen your right leg long. So I'm not letting my lower back move on the floor. Lengthen your right leg long till it floats just above the floor. Bend your knee. And tuck your chin in, perhaps. The shoulders are steady, fingers are pushing into the floor. Nice. So then lengthen your right leg long. Let your heel drop a little bit more towards the floor. You're going to feel a little bit more stretch. And then lift your legs so that your thighs are parallel with each other. Drop your heel down. Lift your leg up, keeping that sense of an anchor in the lower back. So you're really lengthening into the front of your thigh as you do this. Keeping that sense of connection. Abdominal muscles are on. Nice. So bring your leg so it's parallel with your knee, and then reach your right arm overhead. And then lift your right arm so that it's just off the floor. And you can lift your head as well. So now my head and my arm and my leg are floating off the floor. And then drop down until you float just above the floor. Head drops, arm is floating, leg is floating. Lift. Maybe your head doesn't lift. Maybe it does. Lift. So I'm connecting my arm and my leg by using my abdominal muscles. And again. Last time. And down. Nice. From here, bring your left hand to rest on front of your chest. So my right leg is long, my right arm is long, and my left hand is resting on the front of my belly, the front of my chest. And now roll over onto your right side and let the left hand land on the floor. Nice. Roll back. Bring your right arm, right leg together. Roll over. Keep your right hand, right foot floating. And then back. On your back, touch your foot and your hand. Side. Hand and foot is floating. Back. Touch. Last time. Roll over, hand and foot is floating, and then try and lift your hand and foot a little bit higher. So I have this sense of really pushing my left hand into the floor and trying to lift my left, what foot is that? My right foot and my right hand a bit higher off the floor. Pause. Find a place for your neck. Don't be uncomfortable in your neck. Nice. Bend your right knee till it comes to the floor. Lengthen your left leg long. Now you're going to drop your arm down, your head down onto your right arm, and then slide along the left leg so that you try and touch your knee with your left hand, and then down. Slide. Try and touch your knee. Down. Slide. And down. Last time. Slide, and we're going to hold. Slide down towards your left knee. Abdominal muscles, inner thigh, shoulder, waist, rib cage. Nice. Lowering down. Roll onto your back. Squeeze both knees up towards you. Rock from side to side. Bring your elbows to the floor. Roll like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. So I'm going to change sides. So, pelvic tilt. Flatten your lower back down into the floor. And then arch into your lower back. Flatten your lower back down. Arch. One more time. Flatten your lower back down. Pause there. Really keep that connection to the floor. Fingertips are pushing down into the floor. Draw your left knee up towards you. And then lengthen your left leg long until it floats just above the floor. And I'm really anchoring back through my pelvis, through my lower back. Bend your right knee. Oh, left knee. It was that moment where I didn't know what leg was what that has spun my dyslexia out. So lengthen the left leg and bend your knee. Lengthen out. Bend your knee. Last time. Lengthen out. Pause there. Now you're going to lift your leg so it's parallel to your thigh on the other side. And then lower your leg down so it floats just above the floor. Lift your leg. And then lower it down so it floats just above the floor. Just do it a few times, keeping your anchor of your pelvis in place. Just feel how it is to move your leg and keep your pelvis steady. Nice. Bring your thighs parallel, reach the left arm overhead, and then either just lift your arm off the floor or also lift your head. Nice. Lower down, lift, lower down, lift, lower down, lift. Last time. Lower down, lift. Nice. Lower down, let them rest on the floor. Bring your right hand to your belly. And then roll over onto your left side and bring your right hand to the floor. Nice. Roll onto your back. Swing your arm and your leg up. Left arm, left leg. Lower down. Keep your hand and your foot off the floor as you rock over. And then kick up. Rock over. And then kick up. Nice. Last time you rock over, your foot and your hand stay off the floor, and then lift them as high off the floor as you can. And to do that, my right foot has become a bit more steady and my right hand has become more strong. They're the stability of the pose. Notice where this is engaging you, lengthening you, strengthening you. Nice. Come all the way onto your back. Oh no, one more time, one more thing. Bend your left knee. Right leg is long now, so the top leg is long. And then slide down your right leg and try and touch as far down as you can. And then lower down. Slide. Touch. Slide. And touch. Next time you go, you're going to pause. Slide. And come all the way onto your back. Arms are wide. Turn your head to the right. Turn your knees to the left. Turn your knees to the left, turn your head to the right. So just rocking from side to side, really letting your torso soften and your neck soften as your head moves in the opposite direction from your knees. Super job. Come onto your back, pause, hands to your belly. Just listening. Nice. So roll over onto your belly, all the way over. So to begin with, bring your hands so they're underneath your shoulders and lift your toes off the floor, lift your front of your knees off the floor a little bit. And so they're not going to lift all that high. It might be literally that your toes lift, and just see how high you can lift your feet to your thighs and then lower down. Drop your head down. Nice. So I'm not pushing into my hands in any way. My hands are just there. Lift your head, lift your feet, lowering down. Relax your bum, lift your head. So I'm really, even float your hands off the floor just to prove that you're not pushing with your hands. And then lowering down. Nice. This time keep your feet where they are, but engage your feet. Or maybe let them feel like they're just about to float. Lift your spine and then push gently with your hands. And then lowering down. I want to lift my feet as well, actually. I feel like I want to lift my feet because I really enjoy that engagement down into my legs. I love being alive in the whole of me. Just that sense of like connection through my whole body. Like from the top of my head to my baby toes, I feel this sense of an arcing curve of connection. The deep of my belly, the length of my chest. Just feel that. How would you connect your whole body as you gently and steadily rise up? And then as you lower down. One more time. Rising up. And lowering down. Nice. Pause. Bring your head to rest on the back of your arms or hands. Rock your bum from side to side. Nice. So, bring your arms so that your hands are probably going to face forward for this one. It's usually easier when you see me like this. So, bring your hands so they're standing on the floor. So scared of this screen. It's going to fall. Anyways, hands to the floor. Stretch your right arm long. Bend your left knee so your foot's in the air. And then roll over onto your right side slowly because the front of your shoulder is going to really feel length as you do this. And bring your left foot in the direction of the floor on the right side. Breathe into your belly. Come back to center. Without pushing into your hands, lift your chest, lift your feet. Nice. Lowering down, lengthen the left arm. Bring the right foot over towards the left side. Coming back. Both hands to the floor. Without pushing into your hands, lift the torso. So I could float my hands here. Lift your feet off the floor. Nice. Lengthen into the right side. Sweep your left foot over. Find a sense of flow for you. I'm going to reach my arms back. I feel more like Wonder Woman when I do that. Oh dear. One more time each side. Oh. That's funny. So reach your arms out long. And then lift your right arm, left leg up, and let your head lift with your arm, and then lowering down. And then lift your left arm, right leg up, and then lowering down. And just begin to travel. Arm and leg. So it's the opposite arm and leg that are rising. Arm and leg. Nice, one more time. Arm and leg. Lowering down. Come to your elbows. Bend your right knee. And just reach back and just scratch your right ankle or touch your right ankle. I'm not in any way pulling on my foot. I'm just touching my foot lightly. And then the other side. Touch your left foot lightly, like you're rubbing sand off it or scratching a midget bite. And again, right side, touch. Left side, touch. Nice. So you can either push your hands down, you can push your elbows down, and then push yourself back into a cat pose. And then rounding your back, arching your back, rounding your back, arching. One more time. Rounding your back, arching your back. Cool. So imagine that you can bring your chin to the floor as you lower down, but I'm not going to go all that far. And then round your back, and imagine you can bring the top of your head down. Arching, chin goes down. Rounding, top of your head comes down. Arching, chin. Rounding, top of your head. Nice. Push back into your downward dog, lengthen back. Creating connection through your body. I'm not sure Wonder Woman flew. She had an invisible helicopter. I never actually saw her doing Superman kind of flying. Maybe I'm wrong. So just bending one knee, bending the other knee. What is it? The bionic woman didn't fly. No, she just had an ear. Wasn't it an ear? She had a bionic ear. Bring both knees to the floor. Bring your hands a bit wider and then draw your left knee forward between your two hands and adapt either into zigzag or stay in a pigeon. And so as always, listen to your knees. You're going to rise up and just lengthen through the front of your body, whichever way you are. And that could be really adapting into a shape that suits you this morning or this evening, whenever you're doing this. Really lengthen into your belly. Nice. And bring both knees back. Bring your right knee forward. And either come into zigzag and create length there, or stretch your leg out, creating length, whichever version. Find your way. And then fingers go down, rise up through the belly. Nice. Nice. Swing your feet forward. Roll deeply into your belly. Have a sense of the deep of you. And then roll in the other direction. And roll your shoulders, big circle. And then in the other direction. Super. Come lie on your back, roll down, whatever way you do. Land on the floor. And then we're going to do a twist, but you can decide what twist to do. It could be just the drop your knees down, arms are wide. It could be where you drop your knees down and then slide like if you're down towards the right, you slide your left foot up towards the knee and you deepen like that. It could be that you come into a glider twist where your foot is floating and your knee is floating. I'm going to tuck my foot in behind my knee so I'm over towards the right and my left foot has lifted up and tucked in behind the knee. I'm going to anchor my right hand onto the left knee and then turn my head and chest a little bit more towards the left and reach into that left arm. So it's not the knees that are getting the energy, it's the reaching and extending of my arm. Really deepen into your breath, widen into your chest. Nice. Release. Over towards the left. Slide your right foot up, tuck it in. And then anchor your knee and extend and reach into that right arm. Opening into the chest. Sinking into your belly. Nice. Coming all the way back. Either draw your knees up, rock your knees from side to side, bring the soles of your feet together. Find your way of resting there for the next minute. How nice. Lovely. That was fun. Oh, so nice. So I will see you all first thing tomorrow morning. For those of you who are with me live, it's always so wonderful to have you. And yeah, I hope that you have a really wonderful day. Yeah, be well, be awesome. Oh, and thank you, those of you who have, that the price went up this September, and thanks a million. Really appreciate the adapting to that. So I will see you soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me, and ciao, ciao.